Hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream. I hope you are all doing well. It's another stream. We've been streaming so much recently. My goodness, we just can't stop streaming. It's because I can't stop playing Pokemon, man. It's just it hooks you, it grips you. It's like keep playing. And I said, okay. But we are back, and surprise, surprise. Well, I should say, to no one's surprise, we have another new team. However, I got a good feeling about this team. It feels pretty good. I haven't used it all that much. I've only played like half a dozen games with it. But the half a dozen games that I've played, it did feel pretty solid. It's a team. It's a team that I've adapted from a team that did well in a tournament. It was either I think it was NAIC. It was either NAIC or EUIC. It was a team that did well. If you've seen or know Wolfglick, it was a team that he ran with Tyranitar and Mega Steelix, and I'm not really a big fan of Mega Steelix, and it just didn't feel like I just wasn't really interested in using it. Whereas another steel type that I really like is Aggron. So I'll jump over to the team overlay here, which I did properly update this time. I did it. So I'll walk you through how the team works, but it feels pretty good. All right. So first things first, we've got our two megas. We have Tyranitar and we have Aggron. Welcome in, Tin. Hope you're doing well. How has VGC been treating you recently? Hope it hasn't been too awful for you. Yeah, so we have our two megas here. We have Tyranitar and Aggron. I will say this is the majority of the time this is a Tyranitar team. I would think like 75% of the time we're gonna be bringing Tyranitar. But Aggron's there just as kind of like a supporting mega that I really like, and it's kind of interesting. So Tyranitar, we're running Protect, Dragon Dance, Rock Slide, and Knockoff. Dragon Dance is really strong on this Tyranitar because with a +1 speed boost, we outspeed Charizard. I'm pretty sure we outspeed Charizard even if they're Jolly nature. Let me double check that. Let's see. Charizard, if they are Jolly, well, they wouldn't be Jolly, but point being, we are not Jolly. We are Adamant. So Adamant, 123 with a +1 speed. Yeah, so we would be fast. We're faster than is it Timid is the nature I'm thinking of? Yeah, we would be faster than Timid Charizard Y after 1 speed boost, which is very nice. I'm currently using a Whimsicott with Tailwind. Whimsicott with Tailwind is extremely strong. So good job. Good start, Tin. Yeah, Prankster Whimsicott Tailwind has been meta for as long as Whimsicott has been in the game. it's never not good. But yeah, so we're running Dragon Dance on Tyranitar. It's actually not too hard to set up a Dragon Dance with this team because we have Intimidate support from Gyarados, we have Will-O-Wisp and Light Screen support with Rotom, we have Fake Out support with Sneasler, and of course we have Sinistcha, which is our newest addition. We actually got it right at the end of last stream, and I immediately slapped it onto this team because this was the Pokemon I was looking for. But with Sinistcha's consistent healing and Rage Powder redirection, like I said, it's actually not too difficult to get Dragon Dance off with Tyranitar. And even just a +1 boost with Dragon Dance makes this thing a monster. If you can manage to get +2, you're just one-shotting everything, but even just +1 is like really hard to deal with. So we have Tyranitar, we have Aggron with Iron Defense, Body Press, and Heavy Slam. It's just an absolute physical wall. So I really like bringing this into teams that just have like 4 or more physical Pokemon and or like 2 or more fairies. Aggron just feels really, really strong in those games. We have a support Gyarados, which I was tinkering around with this last night, and I kind of like was trying some stuff out and looking at some spreads, and this guy feels really good. This guy feels really good. So we're max attack, we're max HP with plus special defense and 20 points in special defense. I have 14 points in my attack solely for the ability to semi-consistently two-shot Charizard in the sun. So with the amount of attack investment that I have on the Gyarados, it is, I think, like a 65% chance to two-shot a minimum bulk Charizard in the sun, which I think is a really important thing to hit. Obviously, we have a lot of Pokemon on our team that deal well with Charizard, namely the Tyranitar and the Rotom. But it's never bad to have that, just in case that comes up in like an end game and it's a 1v1 or whatever. But we're running Protect, which I'm still not sold on. We'll see. Maybe we'll change it out for something. But we're running Protect, Taunt, Thunder Wave, and Waterfall. So a very supportive Gyarados. The reason why I think this is actually really good is I think people are heavily undervaluing Taunt right now. With all of the Farigirafs running around, and obviously, you know, the Whimsicots and the Grimmsnarls and all that stuff. Taunt feels really strong, and pretty much no one is running Mental Herb right now. Every Farigiraf that I've run into is running, you know, Citrus Berry or Colbur Berry for, you know, to survive a Kowtow Cleave from King Gambit. I haven't really run into a Farigiraf running Mental Herb yet. So the idea with this Gyarados is it is not Prankster Taunt, which means Farigiraf's Armor Tail does not block the taunt. Right, if we were using Grimmsnarl for Prankster Taunt, we would not be able to taunt the Farigiraf, because the Farigiraf's ability blocks all priority moves. So we need to use a slow taunt user. So my idea with the Gyarados is if I see a Farigiraf team, I'm gonna lead Gyarados plus something else. More often than not, I'm leading Gyarados Tyranitar, because Gyarados provides Intimidate support for the Tyranitar, and then the Tyranitar threatens a one-hit KO into the what's it called? Into the Farigiraf. So they're kind of forced to fake out the Tyranitar, and then we go for a taunt on Gyarados and we can deny Trick Room. So it feels really strong. Thunder Wave for really good speed control and obviously the paralysis chance. We have Rotom here with Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Light Screen, Will-O-Wisp. Again, kind of another supporting set, very bulky. We have very standard Sneasler, Protect, Fake Out, Dire Claw, Close Combat with White Herb Unburden. And then we have Sinistcha with Machagacha, Life Dew, Rage Powder, and Trick Room. So we have Trick Room on the team in case we need it. It's especially good if we have Aggron on the field. Obviously, Aggron really likes Trick Room. But it also provides us a way to reverse Trick Room if we need. Rage Powder is good at redirecting attacks. Life Dew is really strong with this team because Tyranitar and Aggron really want to be taking multiple hits, specifically Aggron, right? Aggron wants to stay on the field and take 5, 6, 7 attacks in a row. And the extra healing from Sinistcha just makes it that much harder to chip through. So I really like this team. More often than not, what I find myself doing is I bring one of my Megas, right? either Tyranitar or Aggron. Sometimes I bring both, but that's few and far between. It's usually one or the other. And then I usually bring one or the other of Gyarados and Rotom, since they both do kind of similar things. What is happening on my controller? They do kind of similar things. Obviously, they do a little bit differently, but, you know, they're both supporting water types. And then I'm usually bringing Sneasler and Sinistcha into pretty much every game, because it's just their fake out support and close combat, and the healing from Sinistcha is just so strong on this team. But yeah, so like I said, I really like the team. It feels very bulky and really easy to pivot, which was something that I really didn't like about the like hyper offense Charizard team that I was using the other day. Like, if you have a bad lead, which is one thing that I'm still really working on, is figuring out like the pre-game load up, kind of like what am I looking for? Trying to oh my god, my brain. What am I saying? Team preview. There we go. I'm really bad at team preview, like looking at team preview and figuring out what Pokemon to bring and stuff like that. So what's it called? I don't know what I was saying. God, my brain is just not working right now. I have no idea what I was saying. I'm just bad at team preview, I guess, is the point I was making. I don't know what point I was trying to make there, but clearly we didn't get there in the end. Wow, this is a pretty good lineup. Garchomp and Incin in the same lineup. We don't need either of them, obviously. I guess I'll just take Liepard, because Liepard is like kind of interesting. Alright. Enough yapping, though. Let's go ahead and get into some games. Mexico is playing soon, so I gotta dip out. But it's your Tyranitar Gyarados team. It's okay. We might use this again in the future, because again, this team feels pretty good. Feels pretty fun. I definitely had fun crafting this. This is, like I said, this feels very consistent. Oh, that's the point I was making, is this team feels bulky, and it doesn't punish me for leading incorrectly, which I feel like I do a lot. Because I can pivot around and actually, like, get different places on the board. I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening with my brain today. I can't talk. Anyway. We have a rain team with Sableye. Okay. So, first off, Tyranitar is going to be very important to cancel out the rain. But it has a pretty bad matchup into Archaludon. Sneasler is really our only answer to Archaludon if we're not bringing Aggron. This kind of does feel like a double mega game, but I think I'm just gonna go Rotom, Sneasler, Tyranitar, Sinistcha. Gyarados doesn't really feel like it does much here. Just kind of gets one shot by Electro Shot. My idea with the Sneasler Rotom lead is I want to kind of slow them down a little bit. I'm assuming they're going to lead Sableye plus something to get screens. Sableye Arch? Sableye Blastoise. Okay. That's fine. I mean, you probably just protect Blastoise and set up Light Screen this turn. I could just try to double into Sableye, but through Light Screen, I don't expect it to KO. I have a really strong pivot out into Sinistcha next turn. This Rotom's just in a really good spot, right? So I'm gonna not fake out. And I'm just gonna go for the double and disable eye. Maybe we'll get a status condition with Dire Claw. Because they should protect here. Unless they're fake. They could be fake out Sableye, actually. They could fake out my Rotom. That's bad. Okay. I literally realized after I pressed it. That's so risky, though. If I just close combat into the Blastoise. Wow. They really just sent that. That's crazy. Okay. Shell Smash. I don't know what Shell Smash set usually runs. Welcome in, Kayuchi. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. How you doing? Let's just go for Light Screen and Protect here. And I would imagine they Light Screen, maybe Rain Dance. Maybe it's just Rain Dance, Water Spout. Yeah. I could just one-shot the Blastoise. They're playing so crazy. I literally could have just pressed Thunderbolt and one-shot you. Okay. Chill, bro. Holy shit. I think we go into Sinistcha here, and we... Holy crap. Yeah, okay. They really just pressed the go button, and I wasn't prepared for that. Normally, I would expect to live a Water Spout, but based off of seeing what happened to that Rotom... I could switch into Tyranitar to ensure that I get... I could switch into Tyranitar to ensure that I get the, thingy-mabobber, the Trick Room off. I'm really struggling with my words today. Getting the double protect would have actually been sick. Okay, Sinistcha lives, but I mean, we're so behind this game now, and they can just encore the Sinistcha into Trick Room. That's really bad, actually. How do I get around that? I can Rage Powder. Rage Powder will go before Encore. So they'll Encore us into Rage Powder, which is really annoying, but... I mean, here's the thing. They either Encore my Sinistcha into Trick Room, which feels really strong, or they... I feel like they Encore Sinistcha into Trick Room and Protect on the Blastoise. But I can't Dragon Dance because they'll just Encore me into Dragon Dance. Ah, man. I don't want to Mega Evolve because I'm going to lose the Weather War now. Unless for some reason Rock Slide KOs the Sableye. But I don't expect it to. Yeah. I mean, this would have been a really good Dragon Dance turn if they didn't have Encore. But I have to Rage Powder this turn, otherwise they Encore Sinistcha and I reverse my own Trick Room. Which would just be awful, obviously. Yeah, okay. So they're gonna set up Rain. Sinistcha's just gonna die in 2 turns to Sand. They definitely have... I mean, we just lose, right? They have our Chaladon Basculegion in the back. I'm stuck pressing Rage Powder. We go for Rock Slide Flinch. Sucks. Very much new to Champions, as am I. As am I. I've only been playing Champions for like 2 weeks or so. I used to play VGC years ago, like 4+. We missed Rock Slide on the Blastoise. Okay. Sick. I really wanted to lose this game even harder. Epic. Yeah, I used to play a lot of VGC like years ago. And I haven't played in like 4+ years. Man, I really could have just punished their turn 1 so hard, and they just didn't respect my Sneasler at all. That's crazy. I mean, like, if I just press Fake Out into the Blastoise turn 1 and then turn 2 press Thunderbolt into it, it's just, they just lose their Blast. Like, damn. I guess I just have to start pressing the obvious moves. Like, I felt like Fake Out was so obvious that they would be forced to protect the Blastoise, and they said, fuck you. Ugh, jeez. Using some basic combos like Earthquake with Flying type or Rain with Thunder and Hurricanes, you cannot go wrong with those. They're good. They're very good. That is why Garchomp Charizard is like one of the best duos, because you just sit on the field and you press Earthquake and Heat Wave, and it's like, if you don't have an answer to that, you lose. Okay, so this is the trick. Okay, so they're gonna lead Giraffe plus Scrafty or Kangaskhan. Probably Scrafty. Right, so Giraffe plus Scrafty, they're leading a Fake Out user. This is where Gyarados should hopefully shine. If I lead... Aggron feels pretty good here. Into everything that's not Torkoal, but I have Gyarados and I'll have... Like, I want to lead Aggron Gyarados, Rotom, Sinistcha. This feels like a dual water type game. I won't have weather, which is annoying, but the only thing that really matters in the weather is Torkoal. And if I deny Trick Room going up, then we're in a really good spot. I haven't played any VGC period. Pokemon for me has been more about collecting and shiny hunting. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, so they go Kangaskhan, which actually I think is better for me because we don't get intimidated. So the idea here is my Aggron should be pressuring them more than my Gyarados, but see, I want them to Fake Out my Aggron. That's the whole point of this lead, is they Fake Out Aggron and we taunt with Gyarados. But this lead doesn't feel threatening. Like, what is my Aggron gonna do? Just do 40% with body press? Is that what the move is called? I'm telling you guys, my brain is leaking out of my ears right now. I cannot form sentences. I think I'm having a stroke. Yeah, see, if I led Tyranitar... Did they crit me? Oh my god, that was so much damage. If I led Tyranitar, that is a more threatening lead, but I didn't want to lead that in case they led Scrafty, because then they just double intimidate my Aggron, and that feels really bad. So now they get Trick Room up. But my Aggron's in a really good spot. Like, what's stopping me from going Iron Defense Protect? They should Thunderbolt into Gyarados here. A lot of the reason for me turning away from VGC was due to barrier of entry, but the game came out in iffy time with my main game. I mean, the barrier of entry has been significantly reduced with this game. Ooh, they're not running Thunderbolt. Okay, so they're Fake Out Last Resort. So this This Kangaskhan cannot touch my Aggron at all. This Kangaskhan is awful into my Aggron. I can fully ignore it. They are running the Fake Out Last Resort set. So here's the thing. I do not want to give them a free switch in to Torkoal. That is the last thing we want to do. So I think I'm just going to Iron Defense again. And we go into Sinistcha. This way I have two Pokemon on the field that just do not care about, like, Kangaskhan. This Kangaskhan cannot play the game. Twin Beam's gonna actually not do that much damage. I was gonna say Twin Beam's gonna hurt, but it doesn't. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brain. Yeah. Scrappy allows normal types to hit ghost types. Yes. Incredible. Okay, so this is 2 turns of Trick Room left, which means I can body press into the Giraffe now. Really don't want to sack Sinistcha. I really would like to not sack Sinistcha. But Gyarados is too important. Gyarados and Rotom are too important for Mawile in the back. We have to sack Sinistcha. I'm sorry, buddy. I totally forgot how Scrappy worked. I'm sorry, little guy. Okay. They protect the Giraffe. That's fine. Giraffe usually doesn't run Protect. Well, I shouldn't say usually. But a lot of Giraffes don't run Protect. But it's not really that big of a deal. Okay. So we bring Gyarados back in. They don't know they don't know we have Taunt because they didn't see Taunt go off. They flinched us, right? So this turn they should, if they have Scrafty, they should pivot Scrafty out this turn into the Kangaskhan slot. But I'm still down to just body press and protect. Something's dying here. Something is dead. You are dead a million times over. Thank you for giving me your Mega. I was not prepared for that. I thought maybe the Torkoal would come in and they'd sacrifice the Torkoal. But, yeah. I think I probably just did 300% to that guy. Should have been. Considering... So, the set they're running on the Kangaskhan is... It's just 2 moves. They have only Fake Out and Last Resort. Last Resort is like base 130 power, but you can only press it if you have used all of your other moves once. So the idea is you just run only 2 moves, you Fake Out, and then you can start pressing 130 base power Last Resort. But because of that, they just can't hit my Aggron. We're +6 defense, and they have a normal type attack, right? So they probably protect the Giraffe this turn. They forfeit. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what can they do against this Aggron? They cannot do anything. That's just what Mega Aggron does to you sometimes. You bring too many physical attackers, and it's just like, you lose. What do you do? Nice. The main game has been very time intense to stay competitive until the recent update, so I have time to put into champions now. What do you mean by that? The main game has been time intensive until the recent update. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Kaiuchi. I haven't played Legends ZA yet. I do want to, and I'm probably going to we're going on a trip in the next like 2 weeks, so I'm probably gonna end up buying Legends ZA and like playing it on the plane and stuff like that. But I haven't played it yet. Is that the game that you are talking about? Or are you still referring to Scarlet and Violet? I'm just very surprised they led Kangaskhan into Aggron, an Aggron team. Okay. Whoa. What is that Tyranitar doing on this team? I was about to say this is a very normal team, and then I got to the bottom, and there's a random ass Tyranitar on their team. What? Okay, that's really weird. I'm just gonna ignore that Tyranitar because I don't know what it does. My own Tyranitar looks really good this game. The only scary thing is their Sneasler and kind of their Basculegion. Everything else, really strong. Tyranitar plus Sneasler just feels like a really good lead. Probably just Rotom Sinistra. It feels good. It feels pretty good. I just don't know what their Tyranitar does on their team. I don't know why you need sand on that team. They brought it. Okay. It's just, I mean, I was literally just about to say, do I care? And I kind of care because I know Tyranitar gets access to superpower. So we can just one-shot my Tyranitar. I think what I want to do here is actually protect and switch out into Sinistra. That allows me to see if they have superpower, because then I'll redirect it next turn with Rage Powder. And again, they should respect a Fake Out here, so they should be protecting at least one of their Pokemon. They are Mega Metagross. Okay, that's what we figured. I figured it wasn't Mega Tyranitar on this team. Dude, they don't know. Why is no one pressing Protect in front of Sneasler? And they just went for Rock Slide. Dude, I could have just faked out the Metagross and gone for Dragon Dance. I hate this game. Okay, well, we just lose our Sinistra now because they... If I just fake out the Metagross and press Dragon Dance, they just lose the game. Like, legitimately.
Nope.
Oh, I have to sacrifice the Sinistra again, man.
Nope.
I'll just Rage Powder a Meteor Mash away at the very least. Ah, god damn it, dude. Bullet Punch. Okay. That's better than Meteor Mash. People being ogres? Honestly. It's actually annoying me. Because, like, I feel like I made a pretty decent play. Okay, yeah. I don't care about you, Tyranitar. You can stop existing now. Thank you. Like, I bring Sneasler out, and I want to just press Fake Out Knockoff into the Metagross. You know what? Fuck you. You don't respect my Tyranitar? I'm Dragon Dancing again. This might be bad because they have Bullet Punch. But I'm assuming they're going to protect Metagross this turn. Because, like, they should. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Just like... Do you not care about losing your Mega for free? It's literally free for me to just kill you. And now my Tyranitar dies to a Bullet Punch. Oh my god, bro. It's so annoying. It's just like... It's so annoying, man. I hate losing games because I outplay my opponent and they just press buttons on their controller. This guy's just fucking slamming his face into his controller and he's gonna win this game. And that annoys me. Because now I have to get the double protect on Tyranitar. No, I don't have to because I can switch out into Rotom. I just lose the +2 from Dragon. Oh, it's so annoying, man. The most annoying part is this close combat isn't even guaranteed to KO. It's a roll. And I fucking know I'm not going to get the roll. I just like 2 turns in a row I could have just pressed knockoff and KO'd your Metagross. I told you guys we weren't gonna get the roll. I fucking told you. Ah! I hate this video game. Like with a burning passion. I hate this video game so much. It's just I can't stand losing games because my opponent just refuses to make the optimal move. It's the most annoying part about this game. It really is, because now they just bullet punch Tyranitar and knock off Rotom, and I like that's so annoying. I don't understand. Sure, let's just randomly protect this turn, rather than any of the other turns that I threatened a fake out knockoff into your Metagross for a one-shot. Of course. Let's just press protect this turn. Of course. I hate you with just extreme hatred. I had 2 separate turns where if I just made the blatantly obvious play, which was fake out the Metagross and press knockoff, they just lose their Metagross for free. And instead, they just said, no. And I lose the game. Sick. Cool. I love VGC. It's my favorite game ever. It truly is. Alright, for the rest of this stream, I am pressing fake out. I'm done not pressing fake out. I think it's time to do the obvious thing until you're further up the ladder. The thing is, we're decently high up the ladder. That game was like rank 80,000 in Master Ball tier, which is not insanely high, but it's like decently high enough that people should see Sneasler and go, oh my god, that Pokemon presses fake out. Like, I hate this game. Anyway. Aggron looks really good in this game, except into Charizard. Like, really good. It looks really good into Staraptor, into Sylveon, King Gambit. It looks really good. They don't have a fake out user for their Giraffe, so I don't really expect them to lead Giraffe. What do I expect them to lead? Just Charizard, Garchomp? Their Charizard has to be so threatened by my Tyranitar, right? I'm gonna lead Aggron Sneasler with Sinistra and probably Rotom. The Gyarados is tempting, but I don't want to give over an Intimidate boost to King Gambit or Mega Staraptor. Okay, turn 1, I'm pressing Fake Out. I don't give a shit. I'm pressing Fake Out. Okay, Staraptor, Garchomp. I'm Mega Evolving. I'm pressing Iron Defense. And I'm faking out your bird. No, I'm faking out your Garchomp. Yes, I'm faking out your Garchomp. Leading Gyarados would have been really good into this lead. We would have gotten Intimidate on Staraptor and Garchomp before Staraptor Mega Evolves. But I think leading Gyarados is just a little too scary. Maybe not. Holy shit, guys, we did the thing. Neither of them protected. We took half to that. It's fine. We have Sinistra in the back. Okay, so here I want to protect Aggron and go for a close combat into the Garchomp. That's really good damage. Whew. Okay, so there's the close combat into the Aggron. Yeah. There's the Earthquake. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing with Aggron. It's really good until you get crit, right? And we are just kind of waiting to get crit when we use Mega Aggron. I'm going to try to set Trick Room here. They probably Brave... their play is to Earthquake, Brave Bird, the Sinistra. In which case, Rotom is just a disgusting switch-in. I'm going to Iron Defense and switch the Rotom in. Okay, they would have just given me Trick Room. It's fine, though. We get another Iron Defense. I mean, Staraptor is also increasing its stats, but... Let's see how much damage this Earthquake does. Okay, it's pretty good. So they should probably close combat the Aggron and Rock Slide, to which I want to protect and Will-O-Wisp their Staraptor, because the Garchomp will kill itself with Life Orb. Seeing this lead makes me think they're not bringing Charizard. And if they don't have Charizard, then if I can keep my Aggron alive against this duo, then I think we're in a really solid spot. Now, that being said, I have to keep it alive against the duo, which is not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, there's the close combat. This should be Rock Slide. There's the Rock Slide. You'll KO yourself with Life Orb. If we land this Will-O-Wisp, we're feeling pretty good. If we don't land the Will-O-Wisp, then I'm going to be really sad. And I don't want to be sad right now. Oh, we flinched. Oh, cool. No, it's actually, upon further reflection, that is exactly what I wanted from that turn. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. King Gambit. Yeah, okay. Well, I can just body press into King Gambit and switch into Sinistra here. I think that's pretty good. Because even if they expect the swap and they kowtow into Sinistra, we have Colbur Berry, so we'll live the hit. Again, the scary thing is we're just waiting to get crit, but they kowtow into the Aggron. Okay, that's really good for us. Focus Sash? Yeah. Does the Sinistra ability work with baton passes? Like if you baton pass into Sinistra? I would assume so. But baton pass is not that good. This gets a little bit tricky if they double into my Sinistra with Brave Bird kowtow. But I don't know, we'll see. I would assume if you baton pass into it, its ability still procs. They did Brave Bird. It sucks. Does this KO? It does. Fuck. Dude, I just figured the obvious play was for me to switch out into Rotom again to get more Sinistra healing. God damn it, man. Now they close combat the Aggron, kowtow the Rotom. We just Heavy Slam and Will-O-Wisp. We're on a timer now because we lose our they just double into the Aggron. We live, but yeah, we lose our healing from Sinistra. I just didn't think they would rip that. Oh, and we missed the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, bro. I just didn't think they would go for the Brave Bird, considering I had the Rotom switch. So we're in close combat range now. Man, and Sylveon was their last. Oh, Aggron actually cooks in this game. My win condition is critting the Staraptor with Thunderbolt. Which sucks. Because they're like +4 special defense. If I just went for 2 Thunderbolts instead of Will-O-Wisp, we'd be in a good spot. Damn. Okay, if I get the double protect on Aggron and then Aggron is faster than Sylveon, then we win the game. And obviously if Thunderbolt KOs Staraptor. Because Quick Attack shouldn't KO Aggron. It definitely does not do 15 damage to Aggron. We don't get the double. Fuck, man. I was too focused on the Will-O-Wisp. I should have just pressed. I didn't think 2 Thunderbolts would KO the Staraptor, but 2 Thunderbolts was definitely the play. Because 2 Thunderbolts KO Staraptor, and then we're just in a 2v1 against Sylveon. Ah, damn it, dude. I just didn't think they would Brave Bird the Sinistra. And of course, they were Focus Sash King Gambit, which meant they had the... they had the confidence to just swing rather than, like, protecting or something like that. That's frustrating. That was a winnable game. We just got Rock Slide flinch into missing Will-O-Wisp. But I guess that's kind of what happens when you... Like I said, like, when you go with the Aggron mode on this team, you're just kind of expecting to lose games like that sometimes because games go much longer. So you have more time to just lose games, right? Okay. Whimsicott, Meganium, Garchomp, Basculegion, Raichu, and King Gambit. Aggron feels pretty strong here into everyone that's not Mega Meganium and Mega Raichu. Like, Aggron doesn't feel good into their Megas, but Tyranitar doesn't really either. I think Sneasler Aggron is fine. Sinistra and Gyarados. Do I bring Tyranitar? I could bring both Megas this game. I'm gonna bring Gyarados. Bringing Gyarados into King Gambit is always a little risky. But Mega Meganium is actually pretty threatening to this team. The play I want to make here is just fake out Raichu and then Mega Iron Defense with Aggron. And then next turn, we protect against the Focus Blast. And we just close combat the Raichu, maybe? Okay. Okay, good, really good first turn for us. I mean, King Gambit and Basculegion are both pretty bad. Well, Basculegion's decent into Aggron, because we can't really hit it. Okay. Go for fake out. Nice. They flinch. We get our Iron Defense up. Yeah, so this next turn is scary because they can just Zap Cannon the Sneasler or they can Focus Blast the Aggron. If they Zap Cannon the Sneasler and like Liquidation the Sneasler, it gets really bad. I expect to live a Focus Blast on Aggron. Actually, we definitely live a Focus Blast on Aggron. So I think what I want to do is protect the Sneasler, actually, and go for Body Press on Raichu. Because I think they should double into my Sneasler this turn. Okay, there's the Aqua Jet. Do we see the Zap Cannon as well? No, they just ripped the Focus Blast, but we should take this pretty well. Yeah. I mean, I can't really say pretty well, but we took that. Okay, out comes Garchomp. Switching into Sinistra is really strong this turn. And going for another Iron Defense, I think. Because they have 3 physical attackers, right? They brought 3 physical attackers and Raichu. So we want to get as bulky as we can. Stomping. How much does this do? Not too much. Okay. See, this next turn, I want to Trick Room with Sinistra and Protect. Do I expect a Last Respect plus Dragon Claw to KO Sinistra? Probably. We'll see. If we were Citrus Berry, then I think we live the double up, but we're Culver. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. That's obviously pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Not great. We can bring Gyarados in though, because we're not threatened by giving King Gambit a Defiant boost. Wow. Yeah, that was a really bad turn. Shit. Down to Thunder Wave the Basculegion and go for a Body Press into the Garchomp here. We definitely faint from a Body Press with Rough Skin Recoil. And then what's our answer into King? Well, we still have Sneasler. Okay. We still have Sneasler in the back for King Gambit. This shouldn't KO. Yeah. Stomping. I don't even think Stomping KOs actually either. Okay, Rock Slide definitely doesn't KO. And we avoid, so they don't hit the flinch. Okay. So Body Press should pick up the KO onto Garchomp. Ah, dude, these Rock Slide flinches are gonna make me flinch in real life, man. Holy shit. Oh, we don't die to Rough Skin. That's actually really big, I think. I don't think King Gambit should be Focus Sash. We just need to deal with this. This Basculegion is an issue. It 1v3s us. They should Sucker Punch my Aggron. Like, Sucker Punch Aggron, Last Respects Gyarados. Are there moves going through Protect? There is a move called Feint, which goes through Protect, but it's not common. Okay, we get the Thunder Wave off. That's really good. We go for Kowtow into the Gyarados. If I switch the Sneasler out this turn, we risk bringing Gyarados back in and giving an Intimidate boost to King Gambit. I think I have to stay in. I'm just going to Waterfall the Basculegion. I'm going to double into the Basculegion. Feels really bad, but they should Sucker Punch my Aggron this turn. Aqua Jet. That KOs. Okay, they are Life Orb. It did 24%. I think we probably lose this endgame. Yeah. Do I have to rely on the paralysis? I don't think Dire Claw definitely doesn't KO Basket Legion from this range. Okay. Gambit protects. If we crit, or they get paralyzed. No. Okay. Not really sure why they went for... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was like, I don't really know why they went for Wave Crash. It doesn't fucking matter. It's Basket Legion. Everything, every move it presses does a bajillion damage. Ah. Fuck, dude. I did not think Last Respects would KO Sinistcha. It was only 100 base power. It wasn't powered up that much. Only one Pokemon fainted. Is it like remotely close? Or does it do like 200%? And I'm just like dumb. Basque Legion into Sinistcha. Last Respects base 100 because it took a knockout already. Okay, it's yeah, it blows us the fuck up. You can take a walk. Did you make dinner, by the way? Gross. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, we get annihilated by Last Respects, even though it's only 100 base power. It sucks. I'm still learning Sinistcha. I have not been utilizing Sinistcha well in these games. I feel like Sinistcha is a very key part of this team, and I have just been throwing it away in these games. Okay. Sinistcha, Tyranitar, Archaludon, Politoed, Gengar, and Incineroar. So, obviously, Gengar, Incineroar, and Politoed all scream Perish Trap. What is my Perish Trap answer? I don't have Prankster Taunt. That would normally be my answer. Because they could just lead... So, if they lead Incin Gengar... I think I lead Tyranitar Gyarados, and I do go for a taunt onto the Gengar, but a taunt onto the Gengar makes it so they can't protect. And that's really big. Right? Because they fake out Tyranitar turn 1, they Perish Song, we taunt, and then now we're set up to take a KO, so they have to switch Gengar out. So we go T-Tar, Gyarados, Sinistcha, and Sneasler just feels too good into Archaludon and Tyranitar. I kind of don't expect them to bring... I expect it to be Incin, Gengar, Sinistcha, and... maybe Tyranitar? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so there's the Perish Trap. Perfect. So our turn 1 play is to just Mega Evolve Tyranitar and go for a knockoff into Gengar. We're not going to get it off. They're going to fake out our Tyranitar. The important thing is that they are not faking out our Gyarados. Right? We go for Taunt, which means turn 2, they cannot protect, and that really throws a wrench in Perish Trap. Because what they want to do is turn 1, fake out Perish Song. Turn 2, they protect and they like parting shot or something with the Incineroar. Turn 3, they bring out Incineroar again, they go for fake out, and they like move their what's it called? They pivot their Gengar out. Like they really need that one turn of protect. This will really screw with them. Yeah, there's the Perish Song. We get the taunt off, so they cannot protect now. So now I think it's pretty safe to double into the Gengar slot. What they could do is they could pivot Gengar out and then parting shot Incineroar to bring Gengar back in. But I don't really have an answer to that because they move slower. My answer to that would be Dragon Dancing. No. My answer to that would be KOing the Incineroar this turn. I'm gonna try for it. We're -1 on both, so I don't think we do. But yeah, they should pivot out Gengar, and this should be a parting shot. Oh, I could have... Oh, I could have just taunted the Incin. Taunt Incineroar was the correct play there. Hold up. Wait, and they set the rain for me? And they... Okay. Wait, no, that's bad. Because now they just bring... Fuck! Wait! No, that's bad, because they just bring Gengar back in. Fuck! Son of a bitch. God damn it. Oh, that's funny. Okay. But they should protect Gengar this turn. But they threaten a Weather Ball into Tyranitar. I have to Dragon Dance this turn. I do. Because they should protect Gengar. Thunder Wave into the Politoed. I just think Weather Ball KOs Tyranitar, but... I mean, I guess I should just protect the Tyranitar. Oh. Hold up. Okay, so we're gonna die, right? We die. They're gonna switch their Gengar out. Into Archaludon. We do not have a good answer into Archaludon. Best answer is knock off Thunder Wave. Yeah, they're gonna switch their Gengar out. Okay, this didn't go to plan because I messed up. Also, their Incineroar was faster than my Gyarados. They have speed investment on Incineroar. Kind of weird. With your Politoed. Sinistra's are last. Wait, we have a chance. You little shithead. Okay, we have a chance. We're gonna lose our T-Tar and our Gyarados. But with it not being our Archaludon and us landing this Thunder Wave, we actually have a chance. Goodbye, T-Tar. But they just bring their They can just Perish Song again. To which they have to protect this turn. Right, they protect Politoed. They should protect Politoed, but I'm tired of saying that and then they don't. So if they don't protect Politoed, we win the game. I'm telling you, man, I'm fucking tired of people not protecting. Also, we don't exactly win because they do have redirect on Sinistra. Oh, we burned the Politoed. It's funny. Oh, that's really bad, though. Because now they're not in range of another Machagacha. We need them to... We need them to get paralyzed again, is what it comes down to. Because we need the Dire Claw on Machagacha. And if they get paralyzed on the Sinistra, then we win. They don't get paralyzed. Arr! This is why we go for Dire Claw and not close combat. But we're in a bad spot now. We're not in an awful spot, actually. Politoed and Sinistra are speed tying? That's very interesting. We missed the Sinistra, which is not really that big of a deal. It's really important that we hit the Politoed. Rain Stomping is actually really big, because now they can't Weather Ball Sneasler. I think we just keep pressing our buttons here. Politoed protects, that's why we Dire Claw into Sinistra. Sinistra should also protect if they have it. They do, of course they do, because it's a Perish Trap team. So we have one turn. We need to take a double knockout this turn. It's really interesting that our Politoed and Sinistra are speed tied. Yeah, we need to take a double knockout this turn, otherwise we lose. Actually, who would lose in this situation? Who loses in a Perish Song endgame? I actually don't know. But welcome in, Pokemon person. They go for a double protect, which I don't know if that's their play. They go for a double protect. Is that actually the correct play from them? I don't think Machagacha does 12%. It lives on 1 HP. No, dude, no. Okay, so how does this work? Is it a tie? I don't know how this works. I'll just press Trick Room because it's funny. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Does Trick Room like win me the game because my Sneasler goes last, so my Sneasler faints last? That'd be funny. Did I just big brain the game? Oh, no way! Wait! I literally pressed Trick Room because I thought it was funny. Yo! I literally just pressed Trick Room because I had nothing else to do that turn. That's sick! Yo! What a crazy win con. What? Okay, so in a Perish Trap endgame, in a Perish Song endgame, the person whose Pokemon faints last wins the game. So the slowest Pokemon on the field wins the game in a Perish Song endgame. Which is really stinking funny that I set Trick Room right there. If I don't set Trick Room, our Sinistras are speed tying and it's a 50-50. But because I set Trick Room, my Sneasler is the slowest on the field, so it dies last. That is sick. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy with that. I just opened a French Pokemon pack. It's a French pack called Écarlate et Violet Flamboche. Scarlet and Violet White Flare. Yeah. I probably just butchered that French. That was a ridiculous endgame. Soccer game is starting. Well, thank you for hanging out, Tin. You were in for way longer than I was expecting you. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. And enjoy the match. Alright. We got Aerodactyl, Meowscarada, Politoed, Archaludon, Metagross, Kingambit. Archaludon is pretty scary for this team to deal with. If I don't bring Aggron. Even Aggron is not amazing. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. I think this is a dual mega game simply to deny them getting Rain up in the end game. That's how they win, I think. What I want to bring is Tyranitar. Tyranitar, Sneasler, Aggron, and then I just haven't been using Sinistra very well. I don't want to bring Gyarados because I don't want to give them Intimidate, and they have Clear Body. I'm going to bring Rotom. Ooh, this is the first time I've left Sinistra on the bench. That doesn't feel good. But I just haven't been using Sinistra well. Politoed, Kingambit. Okay. Mega Evolving Tyranitar seems pretty good this turn to cancel out the rain. That way I don't get one shot by Weather Ball. Like, Mega Evolve Dragon Dance and just fake out Politoed feels really good. They might have low kick on Kingambit though. No, Mega Evolve Dragon Dance, fake out Kingambit. Because this covers for if they have Focus Sash on Kingambit and if they have low kick. And it covers for them Weather Balling into the Tyranitar. It covers for a lot. Okay, Kingambit protects, that's fine. Do you have Rain Dance on Politoed? Rain Dance on Politoed would actually be kind of crazy. They just go for Earth Power. Okay. We live. Good. Politoed is leftovers. Okay. Politoed switching out into Archaludon feels pretty safe from their end. I'm just really worried about low kick from Kingambit. Because, like, I want to go Rock Slide and switch into... switch into Rotom. Get a Will-O-Wisp on the Kingambit. Because they should Sucker Punch the Sneasler if they don't have low kick. If they have low kick, they low kick my Tyranitar, but then they just lose to me pressing close combat Rock Slide with your Gambit into our Chaladon. Okay, so they will get the defense boost from Rock Slide. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Definitely sucks, but... Oh, they do have Rain Dance on Politoed. Fuck, man. It's really bad. I feel like they're not going to give me their Politoed this turn. I don't expect them to allow me to Thunderbolt them, so I'm going to set up Light Screen here. Once again, I don't know. If I KO their Pelipper or their Politoed there, they're in such a bad spot. Because then they just lose weather control for the rest of the game. +1 Electro Shot. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Ah! That is a Shell Bell Archaludon. What the fuck? Nah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. This shit's crazy. I'm fucking out of here. What the hell? Arg. Also, I could have just Rock Slided that last turn. My Sneasler should still be faster than the Tyranitar. Which means I go for Rock Slide close combat. They are +1 defense. They probably just Electro Shot the Tyranitar. And then I lose the Weather War. Maybe that was stupid. We missed Rock Slide on somebody. It's on the Dawn, not the end of the world. Yeah. Because now they just Electro Shot Tyranitar. I give up, bro. I give up. They have fucking Aura Sphere. I just give up. I really do. They have Aura Sphere Shell Bell. Like, hey, bro. Like, King Gambit probably comes back out because they pressure a Sucker Punch into Sneasler. Although I don't think a Sucker Punch should KO. Metagross. Okay. I think I just lose. Because they should just Mega Evolve Meteor Mash into Aggron, which is neutral. I don't think close combat KOs the Dawn from this range. Maybe it was better to protect the Aggron and close combat the Dawn. Oh! Okay! I didn't think that was gonna KO. Okay, we have a chance. They go for Psychic Fangs. We have a big chance now. Big, 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 big. It's not guaranteed. Basically, we need to call a Protect this next turn. I think I'm gonna Protect Aggron to see who on their team wants to Protect, because one of these two should Protect. If the King Gambit doesn't Protect, it makes me think they have Focus Sash. They have Meowscarada and Aerodactyl. I would be very surprised if King Gambit has the Focus Sash. Neither Protect. Okay. Uses Iron Head. Great, so we can flinch. Okay. I think the Metagross is scarier. I'm just worried Body Press doesn't KO. I'm gonna Body Press the King Gambit, or the Metagross. We took that really well, actually. Oh my god, Aggron, you're just a tank. Life Orb Gambit, okay. Don't flinch. We don't flinch. 2-hit KO on the Metagross. Okay. Same thing. I'm down to Protect Aggron. If the thing is, if one of their Pokemon protects on the turn that I protect, it's a free KO. Okay. Go for Iron Head Kowtow again. I'm gonna Body Press into King Gambit. And then hope that I live 2 Iron Heads and a Kowtow. Okay, they don't protect. It's gonna be really close. I think Iron Head did like 30 to us, like 30 something. Don't flinch. No! Fuck! Bro. Again, it's what happens when you run this team, right? Like, all right, fuck you. Now you're just being a bitch about it. It's what happens, right? Also, that play that they just made was such a fucking crazy throw if I press Iron Defense. Like, holy shit, was that a throw and a half? Because he was trying to just be like, I won the game. If I press Iron Defense on that turn, I think I actually win the game. Like, straight up. I think I do. I don't know. It's close. It's close. Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's just... when you use Mega Aggron, you're going to get flinched. You're going to get crit, right? Because you're slowing down the pace of the game so much. It's inevitable. It just never fucking feels good when it happens. Okay, this team, we always lead Tyranitar Sneasler. Gyarados in the back. Rotom, Sinistcha. I've thought about this matchup quite a bit with this team. The idea is that you just lead Tyranitar and Sneasler, and you just kind of press Dragon Dance Fake Out. And then it would be better if we bring Gyarados, but I don't want to... Again, it's just like King Gambit is scary. Yeah, I've given this matchup a fair bit of thought, so hopefully we can come out on top, because I think my team has a pretty good matchup into this team. I think the Aggron should scare away the Floette, but the Tyranitar scares away the Charizard, so it's kind of 50-50. They went with Floette. Okay, not great. It's the play that I want to make here is Mega Vault. No, I can't Dragon Dance in front of Whimsicott. Just Mega Rock Slide and fake out Floette. They probably set Tailwind here. I just can't Dragon Dance in front of Whimsicott. Really sucks that we didn't bring the Aggron. Ideally, we see a Protect from a Whimsicott this turn. Like, an ideal turn would be they protect the Whimsicott and they don't protect the Floette. Probably just a double protect, though. Yeah. Again, Dragon Dance is so good on this turn. Except we run the risk of getting faked out, right? Okay, we break Sash on Whimsicott. They can fake out my Sneeze. They can Encore my Sneasler into fake out is the issue, right? Encore Sneasler into fake out and Moonblast or Light of Ruin the Tyranitar. How do I get around that? Not well. Very not well is how we get around that. Holy, that's bad. Yeah, this is, if they have Encore, this is really, really, really bad. This is really, really, really bad. Okay, it's at least not Light of Ruin. Because now they can just Encore Tyranitar. Yeah. Encore Whimsicott is just such a fucking pain in the ass, man. It's actually so annoying. Prankster Encore should be banned. Like, change my mind. It's so unfun to play against. Oh, that's how that interaction works? I didn't know that, actually. Just double Moonblasting. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, we kind of just auto win this game if we bring Aggron. Kind of sucks. My out is they allow me to set up Trick Room. And I don't expect them to. They should double into Sinistra this turn. So doubling into Sinistra means I set up Light Screen at the very least. Okay. Interesting. So we get Trick Room up. Obviously, they're gonna Prankster Encore Sinistra. Once again, I can get around that by Rage Powdering. But I'd rather just bring the Tyranitar in for the Rotom. I think bringing the Tyranitar in for the Rotom and Rage Powder is actually pretty good here. Oh, I'm a big dummy head. They can't Encore Tyranitar because he's Dark type. Ah, so Dragon Dance turn 1 was actually just the correct play. Yeah. Dragon Dance turn 1 is the correct play because then we force them to either Encore Sneasler or Tailwind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, there's the Encore. We saw that coming. Good play. Okay. That's really bad. Losing Sandstorm on the turn we brought Tyranitar in is just really bad. I should have switched Sinistra out this turn. The double protect was so obvious from them. Switching the Sinistra out means I can get another hospitality proc on the Tyranitar. I'm misplaying this game. So if I protect the Tyranitar, they can just double protect on the last turn of Trick Room. But if they double protect on the last turn of Trick Room, I can Dragon Dance. But then they can just Tailwind. I think if I switch out into Rotom that turn, we're in a pretty good spot. Hopefully, if they switch the Whimsicott out, we could be good. They switch the Floette out into Garchomp. Okay. Wow. Just getting every turn incorrect here. Sucks. Okay. The play I want to make is go for Dragon Dance and Will-O-Wisp on the Garchomp. If Whimsicott Moonblast Tyranitar, then I just lose, but they should protect this turn. They should, because this is the last turn of Trick Room. Okay, yeah. We at least get that correct. Garchomp probably protects as well, but I'd rather just punish it just in case, right? Okay. So I threatened a knockoff into the Garchomp here. But then they can Encore. No, they can't Encore. I need to get that in my head. They cannot Encore my Tyranitar. They cannot Encore Tyranitar. So knock off into Garchomp and switching into Sinistra feels really safe here. I don't know if +1 knockoff KOs Garchomp. It's really close if it doesn't. But they should be Protect, Tailwind, Encore, and Moonblast. So they should Tailwind this turn. They just go for Moonblast. Okay, good play. We live because of the hospitality. We go for knockoff. Oh, are you kidding me, man? They live on 3 HP. Now they just... Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Their play is to Moonblast Tyranitar and Dragon Claw Sinistra. No, their play is to double the Sinistra. I can't... If they double the Sinistra, then I can't punish that. But... No, I can. By going for Rock Slide and... Rock Slide Life Dew is really good here, actually. Yeah, because we're faster than them. No, if they Tailwind. Oh, they didn't Tailwind! Okay, okay! Oh, I should have... Trick Room was better there, I think. But we're... No, because we're +1 speed. Okay, we're back in this. We are back in this. I would expect Tyranitar to be faster than Floette. I don't know the speed tiers, but +1 Tyranitar should be faster than Mega Floette. Okay, King Gambit. I don't know if Sinistra lives a Kowtow Cleave. We should. We're Colberberry. I'm going to... Fuck, this is... I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna Rock Slide and... I'm gonna go for the Life Dew. I don't think this is correct. We missed Rock Slide on the King Gambit. Okay. Yeah, I think Matcha Gotcha is the better play there because they go for Dazzling. That should KO T-Tar. Yeah. And Kowtow KOs Sinistra from this range. Oh, we were actually faster than the King Gambit. Is there any winning this game? No, because they Sucker Punch Rotom and Dazzling Gleam the Floette. And I can't get around that. I just really didn't think that dude, they just brought Pokemon that just hard lose to Aggron, which sucks. Oh, that super sucks, man. Like, Aggron 1v4 is that. It's crazy. Aggron one-shots Floette, it one-shots King Gambit, it one-shots Whimsicott, and it can just tank Earthquakes from Garchomp. This is, see, again, this is my issue, is Team Preview. Team Preview is where I really struggle. Because if I just bring Aggron in that game, it's so free. It's actually so free. Damn it, man. All right, well, we got to move on. This is going to be the last game of the stream because I do have to eat dinner before I go to bed. And I need to make food for tomorrow. And I need to be a human being. Okay, it's a rematch. It's a rematch. I'm bringing Aggron this game. We are bringing Aggron. Just T-Tar feels so good. But they told me that I shouldn't. And I'm gonna bring Aggron, and they're gonna not bring Floette. It's gonna make me sad. Aggron Rotom lead? I don't hate it. Aggron Sinistra is actually really interesting and just going for Trick Room turn 1. Because they shouldn't lead Charizard. They should never lead Charizard into my team. It's really, really bad for them to lead Charizard. But if they lead Basket Legion, that's also bad for me. I'm going to go Aggron, Rotom, Sinistcha, and probably Gyarados. Yeah, we'll go Gyarados. My only answer to Basket Legion on this team is Rotom, which I'm realizing is not good. Okay, Whimsicott Garchomp is fine. Mega Evolve, Iron Defense feels strong. Switching into Gyarados feels stronger. Right, switching into Gyarados and Will-O-Wisp being the Garchomp. That feels really safe. Because if I protect Aggron, they can just Encore me into Protect, and that feels really bad. But I don't want to start Iron Defensing until the Garchomp is neutered a little bit. Okay. Just go for Tailwind. It's fine. I mean, they were outspeeding my whole team to begin with anyway, so Tailwind is kind of a moot point. So we've shown Will-O-Wisp. Their Will-O-Wisp switching is Charizard. To which my answer would be to double Garchomp with Will-O-Wisp and Waterfall. Okay, they are the one Whimsicott on the ladder that is running Energy Ball. Fucking sick, bro. Love that for myself. Dude, no Whimsicott is running Energy Ball. Okay, we at least land the Will-O-Wisp. Waterfall will be good damage as well. If they're running Energy Ball, surely you aren't running Encore. Like, I refuse to accept that you can fit Encore and Energy Ball into your set. I could preemptively taunt the Whimsicott to ensure that I don't get Encored, and I think I'm going to. And then we probably just sack the Rotom here. Because of our Citrus Berry, we shouldn't die. Yeah, we're good. We don't die to Rock Slide here unless they crit. Okay, no crit. We get the taunt onto Whimsicott, which means our Aggron is free to come out. I'm just a little worried because I think they have Charizard in the back. I'm down to bring in Sinistcha and just Mega Evolve Iron Defense. That puts me in a pretty good spot. They have to switch out this turn into Charizard. Okay, well, I mean, when I said that, I didn't really mean it. I kind of was just like, haha, hee hee, don't do that. And then they did it. And I was like, fuck. I could have waterfalled that slot, but it was honestly just a 50-50 on who they switch out. Yeah, because we're running out of resources to deal with Charizard here. Does Sinistcha live a Heat Wave? No. Wow, Sinistcha, you fucking suck, man. So they can just Mega Evolve Heat Wave, and I don't have a good answer to that except switching Gyarados back in. And going for Protect. Of course, the game that I bring Tyranitar, they bring Floette. The game that I bring Aggron, they bring Charizard. Like, I just can't fucking win. Maybe against this team, I just need to bring both Megas. Maybe that's what it is. Because now I just get swept by Gyarados or Charizard. Yeah. It's just frustrating because I do one thing one game and I get punished for it, and then I'm like, all right, it's the same team, let me do the thing that I should have done, and then I get punished for it. Welcome to best of one. I mean, what downside is there from them to pressing Heat Wave and Energy Ball? And again, it's just like the one Whimsicott that has Energy Ball. Really annoying. Wait, they have Energy Ball and Moonblast? Oh, bro. Yeah, alright. That's really fucking annoying. Like, if I just lead Tyranitar Sneasler, which is my default lead into this team, it's just so good, right? But I was like, okay, well, I tried that last time and I got punished because they led Floette, so let me bring Aggron. And then they were like, actually, fuck you, we don't care about your Tyranitar. Like, they just get swept by +1 Tyranitar. Really fucking annoying, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's really frustrating. Because I'm thinking about it, and it's just like, I thought the answer was for me to pivot into using Aggron, and then the next guy that I play using that team just said, fuck you, you're not gonna bring Tyranitar. Like, is there a middle ground? Like, because if I bring the 4 that I brought in the first game, they have Encore, what's it called? They have Encore Whimsicott, right? So they just Encore my Sneasler into Fake Out. Okay, cool. To avoid that, I just don't lead Sneasler in the next game. Well, it turns out they don't have Encore. They actually have Energy Ball. They're the fucking 1 in 1,000 person who's running Energy Ball Whimsicott. So they can actually KO my Rotom in 1 turn. So I get heavily punished for that. And then it's like, okay, well, like, what is my middle ground play there? Leading Sinistra and setting Trick Room, but that just hard loses to Charizard lead. I don't know, that's really frustrating. Welcome in, son. You've caught me at a very frustrating moment. Is Tyranitar Gyarados a better lead? If I lead Tyranitar Gyarados and they just lead King Gambit, I just lose. So then the lead is just Tyranitar Sneasler. But that just loses to Floette. Like, I don't get it. Like, how is there not a best play available? If I lead Tyranitar Aggron, like, surely that's just... No, that's just dumb. Because they lead they just lead Charizard Garchomp and I lose. Like, I guess the play is we lead Tyranitar Sneasler. Turn 1, we fake out into Dragon Dance. And then turn 2, we just protect on the Sneasler to avoid getting Encored. Or, like, just pivot out. I don't know. But then it's like, okay, well, they don't press Encore, they press Tailwind, and then they Light of Ruin your Tyranitar, and you die. And that doesn't feel good. Obviously, that doesn't feel good. So then maybe I just accept the fact that Sneasler is going to get Encored. I let Sneasler get Encored. But then again, then they... Okay, so they Tailwind, they Light of Ruin my Tyranitar gets blown up. And then we Dire Claw your Floette, and your Floette dies. Alright, so then we trade Megas. And then it's... I guess, yeah, I guess that's the play. Fuck, man. Okay, we're gonna play one more. We're gonna play one more. We're gonna play one more. Don't tell Becky. Don't say anything. Don't tell Becky. We're playing one more. Come on, give me the fucking Charizard team. Give me the Charizard team. Give it to me. I need my redemption. It is kind of sort of the Charizard team. There's a Clefable on that team, and that just deeply concerns me. Yeah, no, I can literally only say that I'm concerned by that Clefable. Okay, but we're doing the lead. We just thought about this. The lead is Sneasler Tyranitar. We fake out Dragon Dance turn 1. In the back, we have Rotom. Sinstra does not feel good in this game. The only thing it feels good into is Garchomp. So we bring Gyarados. Come on. I just spent like 5 minutes going over... I was pulling like a fucking Doctor Strange, like looking at all the possible timelines. Come on. Give me the redemption, baby. King Gambit Sylveon. Not what we were expecting. Is the play still the same? We Mega Evolve Tyranitar, we Dragon Dance, we fake out Sylveon. Right, because I could just protect Tyranitar and close combat your King Gambit, and then say bye-bye King Gambit. So I'm hoping they protect King Gambit here. This is really bad if they protect Sylveon and Iron Head Tyranitar. Okay, they don't protect either, which stinks. Which means we're getting Iron Headed. Yeah. That just does so much damage, dude. Holy. Alright. I want to protect Tyranitar and Dire Claw the Sneasler this next, or the Sylveon this next turn. Because if we knock out the Sylveon, then I threaten a close combat into the Sneasler. Or into the... I keep saying into the Sneasler, into the King Gambit. Okay, they go for Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch should not KO Tyranitar from this range. Sucker Punch Quick Attack does. It's a good thing we protected. We get the KO on the Sylveon. Sucker Punch definitely does not KO if we switch Sneasler out into... We don't have Sinistra. We didn't bring Sinistra. Okay, that's fine. You're just ripping the Charizard? Really? 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 Wow. Okay. I just don't anticipate Sucker Punch KOing from this range. If Sucker Punch KOs from this range, I'm deeply annoyed by you, Tyranitar. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself if Sucker Punch does 49 damage to you. Yeah, the Protect was obvious. It's fine. It's whatever. Thank God, dude. I was gonna say. Are you Focus Sash? You shouldn't be. Yeah, I was gonna say, the Focus Sash should be on the Whimsicott. So, we at least got that correct. It gets a little bit spicy if Whimsicott is their last. Because I can set Tailwind. If it's not Whimsicott, it's Garchomp. Okay. I think we just win. They need a double protect on Charizard. But my play is always just to go out into Gyarados here. If they get the double on Charizard and Earthquake, obviously it's really good for them, but they don't even go for it. Okay, we win. We win! We did it! Let's go! We played the video game! I led the Pokemon that I said I should have led, and it worked! Isn't it a fucking miracle? Holy crap. It's a crazy. No. Missing Will-O-Wisp is just super troll here. I want to say this game is unlosable, but brother, he has fucking Thunderfang on Garchomp. Oh, I'm over this shit. I'm over this shit. I'm over it. Brother's got fucking Thunderfang Garchomp. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm done with this. I'm fucking done with this video game, bro. Fuck you. Go die. That's ridiculous. I didn't think I needed to fucking calc my Gyarados to live a Thunderfang from Garchomp. I didn't even know Garchomp got that fucking move. What the hell? If I lost that game somehow because they have Thunderfang Garchomp, you would never see me stream this game again. Legitimately, I would quit this game permanently. If I somehow lost that game because they had Thunderfang Garchomp. What do you even have Thunderfang on Garchomp for? Pelipper? You can just press Rock Slide. It's not that deep. Like, it truly is not that serious that you need to be running fucking Rock Slide on Thunderfang on Garchomp. It's not that serious. That man needs help. That man needs a lot of help. I'm so glad I won that game. I would have been so annoyed if I didn't. Oh, Jesus. Like I said, I trained my Gyarados. I made it so that my Gyarados can pretty comfortably live a Thunderbolt from Farigiraf. And that's really the only thing I cared about, was living a Thunderbolt from Farigiraf. Didn't know that I needed to be out here fucking calcing to make sure I live a Thunderfang from Garchomp. It's not what was on the top of my list in damage calculations to keep in mind. Dude, I feel like every time I stream, we just lose every game. And then I'm playing on my own to like test out teams. I'm like, this team's doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well with this team. I'm having good games. And I start to stream and it's like, you're ass. You're shit. You made all the wrong calls. Go curl up in a corner and cry. The game told me to do that, not myself. You know, I can't help it. Oh, anyway, we won a game at the very least. Jesus Christ. That would have been ridiculous. But I literally told myself that the lead is Tyranitar Sneasler, and then I got punished for that lead in game 1. So then I was like, cool, I'll just bring the Aggron. And then my game 2 opponent was like, you get swept by Charizard now. And I went, oh, thanks. Didn't think you'd bring Charizard into Tyranitar, but cool, love it. And then my game 3 opponent said, I have Thunderfang on my Garchomp. I said, okay, right? Like, you do you, man. You do you. Anyway, yeah. All right. That is going to do it for the stream. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Next stream should be tomorrow. We'll probably end up playing more VGC because my Gyarados did not die to that Thunderfang. If it did, that would have been it. You would never see me again. So we at least are cleared to stream more VGC. So we'll be back tomorrow. It'll probably be the same team, if I'm being honest. I know, crazy, using the same team twice in 24 hours. But I'm probably just not going to have enough time to make a new team. And I don't have any like ideas right now of Pokemon that I want to make teams out of. So I want to keep using this team and refine it and get better at it. So I'll probably use this team tomorrow. So with that being said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, wherever it is you are. And I will see you again in the next stream. See you, everybody. Thank you.